going on, people? We're back. It's another episode.
Another tough time.
Tough Times, episode 32.
New studio.
Yeah, we got a new studio. I bought some recliners. We got a little magazine rack here.
I don't know if people can see the Mike Tyson on there, can they?
Probably not, but
This is Mike Tyson, his prime, and his coach. Very famous dude.
I was out thrifting, and I was flipping open a magazine that I bought. I bought a bunch of magazines from an auction, and randomly I went to my birthday month, September, and there was a Mike Tyson magazine there, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I opened it up, and there was a Mike Tyson poster on the inside.
Wow. Is this the poster?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I took it out and just put it in like a little sleeve.
It feels like Mike's like watching over all our drinks.
Honestly, it kind of looks like he's like rolling something up.
It does. Dude, this is like...
Foreshadowing.
Ear-biting era, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's amazing. That's amazing. You had a show recently.
Yeah, over at the Valley Forge Casino. It was pretty. It was a pretty good show. There's a lot of comics on it, but it was a good show.
You also frequent the casino, right? This is the same place you hung out at before. Did you run into anybody?
No, nobody crazy. There was I did meet one comic. I can't remember his name right now, but he was very nice dude, very genuine dude. I know he does shows there all the time, and I'm like an idiot for not remembering his name right now.
Dude, I feel like I should go there.
Drinking a little bit.
Who he was?
I was, so I can't remember what his name was. I'm blaming it on the alcohol.
Dude, did you?
Rendition.
When you told me you were in the vault, I thought you were like performing in a theater. Like,
yeah.
When I saw pictures of like when Cisco's done shows there, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like 1,000 people.
It was pretty
in there.
big, and like everybody there got COVID.
No.
Yeah, we all got COVID there.
Oh right, that was the same weekend, huh?
Yep. I got it because
no, but it wasn't it? You went to Raven too.
I did Raven on Thursday, which I don't think I got it there, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, because like I would have felt like crap on Friday, right? Which maybe I kind of started to, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, because you found out when Saturday or
Saturday
Sunday?
is when I was like, oh man, I don't feel right.
You said you were drinking a little bit, right?
Yeah.
On Friday.
So I was thinking I was like hungover when I woke up on Saturday, but
Yeah.
then I was like, no, this isn't that.
Wait, so did you find out? Did anybody else get it then?
So I kind of like kept it hush hush because I was like, oh, I don't want to be the guy that.
Yeah.
I was like, I was at Raven, man. Like, I was talking to a lot of people, and oh no, I waited till Monday, and I had texted Cisco and Yoder, and I was like, yo, I have COVID.
Okay, so you told them.
Yeah,
so
and
they
then
can
like
find
he was
out.
like, Premiano and Dan Diapriel's got COVID too.
Oh, Premiano got it as well?
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. I was like, so I got it from Premiano.
Wait, you guys all shared mics, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah,
and then
but
like,
forget that. I mean,
but part of it was just like, the worst part about it was like, okay, so like half of us vaccinated, half of us not vaccinated at the show, and like, I definitely got it from somebody who's vaccinated because like they didn't. You have to
how
think,
do you know?
well, because they didn't know that they had COVID, and they were walking around spreading it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because they were maybe asymptomatic.
Yeah, because he had the shot.
Right.
So,
Dude,
that's my theory.
Scary as hell. Because it hit you enough where you went to go find out.
I still have no smell and taste, too. The show was on the 17th of December, and now it's like January like 12th or 13th or 14th right now. But yeah.
Are you like missing food? Are you like gonna
Don't really care, honestly.
No? There's not like you're not craving like a steak or something?
Does it look like I'm missing food? No.
Getting ready for Survivor. That's that Survivor body.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, like, the other day I was looking in the mirror. I was like, man, I'm feeling a little chubby.
Oh, I feel, yeah, me too.
And then I was just like, I don't know. It's just like I ate a lot that night.
It's just the mirror.
Yeah, the mirror adds 10,
Are you still doing Lifetime?
Yeah, I'm over there sometimes. I'm not as much as I should be, but like I'm starting to get back there a little bit more, trying to swim a little bit, hit the sauna. It sucks how far away it is from here. It's like a 25-minute drive now.
Yeah, you don't think about that. Cuz like from where I would go, it was like 10 minutes. That makes sense, man. Because like even for me driving all the way down here, like this is practically my parents' play area,
Yeah.
and it's like in rush hour you're like over an hour.
That's the problem, because like
Yeah.
most of the time when I want to go, it's like after work. So like if I want to go, it's got to be before work, which I'm not waking up early enough for that.
Are they doing saunas still?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, that place is I know who that guy voted for, like the way he runs that place.
Oh, really?
Dude, he's so like jumping through loopholes there.
Like is busy and popping in there?
It like all through COVID, it was pretty much like going still.
Wow. Dude, I saw a man shaving his body inside of the sauna once.
Oh, I hate that, man.
It was so
Dude,
disgusting.
I got a lot of problems with gym locker rooms.
Yeah, gym locker rooms are
Not a fan. First of all, it should be mandatory that your private parts are covered at all times.
Yeah.
I don't care what age you are.
Public
Cover them
indecency.
up. Cover them up. Because, like, man, it is just bad news. Like, you're at your locker 1 minute, you shut the locker, and out of nowhere, you got like a 75-year-old man's, crotch just staring you down. And you're like, Jesus. And then you look to your left, there's a 12-year-old boy standing there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you're like, Jesus Christ, if Chris Hansen was here, we'd have a problem, Like,
They do have a lot of kids at Lifetime,
dude,
too.
that's the problem. Like, there's
Yeah.
kids running around, and then there's grown man penis also.
And you have to kind of pretend like it doesn't, like,
Dude, that's
you don't
the thing.
see it.
Because, like, what is that? What is
Yeah.
that?
You're
It's
like,
like an unsaid rule. It's like, oh, you just pretend you don't see it. You're like, no, I see it. It's there.
Like, you've never locked on to a man's eyes faster than when you see that he
dude,
does that.
you
You're like,
glimpse
all right,
him.
we're going to keep it right up here, though.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Jeez. Dude, there was a lot of that at Kinetics when I used to work there.
How do you go about the gym? Do you walk around with your shit out?
No.
No, yeah, me either. I'm a towel guy. I'm very good with a towel. I can take a pair of boxers off, put a new pair of trousers or whatever I need on.
Maybe boxers or maybe like swimming trunks.
Yeah, of
you
course.
know?
I mean, well, yeah, we've seen your swimming. We've seen your swimming trunks, buddy.
I did
This
rock
guy-
Speedos
yeah.
back in the day.
This guy's got swim trunks like he's training for the Olympics. It's insane. He shaves his legs and everything. It's
That part's not
it's
true.
remarkable. You're just
Okay.
like, Miss, but what are you doing in the shower, buddy, before we get in the pool? And he's like, I got to shave these legs, buddy. I'm trying to be quick.
I have
And I'm
like,
like, for who? Who are you trying to be quick for?
I have like really expensive goggles.
Yeah, dude, it makes no sense, He's got really expensive goggles. He's like, look at these, man. He's like, they're trans. I was like, what do you mean your goggles are trans? He's like, well, they transition from daylight to nightlight, He's like, they're prescription, so I could see and I can read in the pool. And I was like, read in the pool. Huh.
Dude, have you
Waterproof
seen?
books, huh?
I need fins. That's like, I can race you if I have fins
Yeah,
on.
right.
But
and you know what's wild? This man says fins, but not fins like you and I know. He's talking about fins for his hands.
no, I'm talking for my feet.
No, we know you're the guy who's getting the
What
weird.
fins are you talking about?
They have, you ever see the guys at the gym that have the extra fins,
Yes, I've used those.
the hand
Once
ones?
or twice.
Yeah, see, that's the ones I'm talking about. See, you're talking about getting your set of fins. You want a 4-pack.
That would be nice, dude. I could totally like do triathlons if I
It's
had
just so
that.
funny because like you put me on the flippers.
Flippers. That's what I meant
Yes,
to say.
I know.
It's not fins.
I know.
Flippers.
I was gonna let you float with that.
Wait,
one a
you
little
started
bit
using them too?
What?
You started using flippers?
You put me on them back when you took me to that gym.
Yeah. So you
Which
started using
Which
them?
is wild too, because I'm like, man, like if anybody came up to me and was like, "Yo, man, are you with this guy over here?" I was like, "No," because like you were borderline. I was like, "Misbah, there's kids around, man. Can't have all that hanging out, buddy."
Yeah, it was very sporty. I was I felt official.
Yeah,
I bought everything that would make me feel like I could swim.
bro. The worst is so nudity at the gym is like my number one.
Yeah.
That's the number one problem I have at the gym, right? I mean, like, a second place I've seen nudity that I don't like. This would be the last time. It was the last time I ever used that one. But the hot tub in the main room out by the pools was closed for cleaning or something.
It's always closed for
Always.
cleaning.
Sometimes it is. But if you go at the right hours, it's open. But anyway, it was closed out there. So the one in the locker room was open, right?
Yeah.
Nobody was in it. Or no, there was two Asian dudes just chilling in there, and I was like, "Oh, yo, I'm in," So I pop in there, and had a great conversation with these guys. You know, we were talking like water, all this stuff. the ocean,
Talking water.
longevity. You know, how
Complex
to live long.
stuff.
Yeah, how to live long, and so I have a conversation with these guys, and then I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Shake both their hands, and then they get out of the hot tub, no pants.
No,
Bro, they're naked. These two guys are naked. I shook hands with naked dudes.
This is the hot tub in the public area?
No, not in the public area. In the fucking in the locker room.
Oh, in the men's area. I know what you're talking about. The next to the two saunas.
Yeah, next to the sauna.
Yeah, but that's pretty public.
You
There's
can't
windows.
do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's what that is. I took a bath with two grown men. That's a problem.
That's what we call
That
a
is a
soup,
problem.
baby.
That's when I had a problem with the gym. Because you know what happened? I went home later that night. I turned on the news. Ladies on the news complaining about how a trans man was in the women's locker room. He's making the transition into a girl, but he kept his junk. And he was sitting in the sauna with his junk out.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, I feel for this lady.
Yeah.
Because private parts belong nowhere in the gym visible. Not even, I don't want to, I was like, I agree with this lady. I don't want to see that in the men's locker room either.
No.
You know?
Do you like, when the guys...
I love the double standard, too, because, like, if a girl walked into the locker room or into the sauna and just took her top off, and not a guy would say a thing.
Do you think they feel that way in the girls' locker room about themselves, though? Like, look at this.
Do you think that, dude, I picture the women's locker room as just, like, an oasis, It's just like girls are walking around topless, slapping each other with towels. It's probably hilarious in there.
Yeah, it's like
you dropped your tampons, you see Nancy,
Like, is there an old guy version of like what we're talking about, but in the female, like in
dude,
the
it's
women's
just
locker room?
it's bad, man. Even young guys are on the trend of showing their junk in the locker room. It's weird. Like I walked into the sauna and this young kid sitting there, junk out, and I was like, yo, this is terrible. And like, he was like the kid you don't mess with too. He was like quiet, you don't mess with this kid. He's got headphones on, but you can hear what he's listening to, so he's like,
I hate that.
bro. Oh my god, it was so loud too, and it was just like, Lincoln Park.
Just let us all hear it at this
point. Yeah,
point.
let us all hear it. Why don't you just unplug that, man?
Turn your Bluetooth off.
Yeah, because it was like you can't hear the words, but you can hear like the da 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 da.
Yeah.
It was like metal. It was heavy metal. Wow. So you're like, I don't even want to mess with this guy. Nobody. There was like 8 people in there. Nobody wanted to mess with this guy, right? Now
that's a lot of people.
There's a global pandemic going on, right? COVID. We just beat it, sort of, and they just opened the sauna back up, right? Now this dude spitting loogies on the ground.
No.
Yeah, right on the ground. Right on the ground.
It's wooden, and they have cracks that it can fall through.
Yeah, he spit them right on the ground, buddy.
You can't clean under there.
No. So nobody's saying anything, and I just go, yo. And I finally get his attention. He one headphone off, and I'm like, yo, man.
You can't turn back after you started that.
I'm like, yo, man, that is gross. You can't do that. You can't just spit on the ground, man. I said, global pandemic, man. You're spreading germs and stuff. Like, stop doing that. So, this dude's, by the way, he actually had his towel on.
Okay.
While he's doing this, right? So then he looks at me, right? Says nothing. Puts his headphone back on. Stands up. Removes his towel. So now I'm like eye level, Oh. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I look obviously I look up, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, you can't do that, man. Sorry, And he he just walks out, butt ass naked, butts all out, everything, man. And everybody's just looking at him, and like the one dude was like, yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. Like some other dude off in the corner, and I was just like, sick, man. I was like, well. I was like, I'm glad I did, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Did you guys all talk shit on him after?
Yeah, I was like, we all sat in silence for a second, and then I was just like, well, you're welcome for the show, boys. And then like I got like a laugh from like one dude too. It was like bombing at an open mic, It was just like only one guy laughed and the rest were just like quiet. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was like a guy I knew. I had a conversation with the guy before, so it was like a pity laugh. It was like your friend laughing at your joke at the open mic.
Oh jeez, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Any other problems with the locker room you have?
The locker room, I
or
think.
just the gym in general? I know you're a gym guy.
Yeah, I think it's the way people.
You don't get biceps like Misbah's not going to the gym.
You get this by drinking cola.
Yeah, right. The problem is, it's just like, the weightlifting for Misbah draws the line at weights. We've talked about this before, but he's not a couch mover.
No, I actually tried moving a couch a week ago. I'm still sore. Dude.
Yeah, that's funny.
I actually messed up my wrist. Like, my
dude,
wrist
I have
can't go
carpal
back.
tunnel in both my wrists. It's bad.
You still?
What do you mean still?
I thought you recovered from that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
My immune system's strong.
Who do you think I am? Magic Johnson of carpal tunnel? I just recovered.
Dude, I don't know, man. You're like an X-Men stuff, like grown back veins and muscles.
Maybe, yeah.
What's the treatment now? They gotta have a solution for this.
I don't know. I'm waiting for Joe Rogan to advise me on what I should do. What I should do. He's just not at the age yet where he has carpal tunnel, so I have a few more years until I am able to get my knowledge on that.
Oh my gosh, you have to time your diseases with Joe Rogan,
yeah.
Just so you have the right solutions.
The Joe-clopedia.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for it.
That's gonna be his version of like the Seinfeld book, where his whole life career.
So somebody's gonna listen to this, and then they're just gonna start their life work on that. And
Joecopedia.
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
name.
funny. It's a great name.
I kind of wish my name was
like
Joe.
It's like joke.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of wish my name was that. But I would say what I don't like is the showers. People who because the showers at Lifetime are so luxurious looking and so nice. Yeah. But then sometimes you go in all of them, and they're torn apart. Like there's hair everywhere.
I don't like how they cut corners on the soap. Do you notice the soap's not a very high quality?
Yeah, it's all the same brand.
Seems all a little bit watery down.
I think it's because Lifetime makes their own soap or something.
Of course they do.
And they can't make soap and run a gym,
My hair is real coarse after. It's like I feel like I've gone to the beach after I've used their shampoo.
Well, maybe there's sea minerals in there.
Dude, that's another scary thing. I mean, it's not like these lids are locked. Like, some dude could be in the shower, just like some sicko could just be jerking off.
In it. Yeah. I've thought about that. Ugh. Because those things
it's
are.
Gross. Well, you've thought about jizzing in the soap there?
Yeah, leaving my mark, getting everybody back.
You're like, dude, I've thought about that. I'm just like, yeah, me too, buddy. I don't do it though.
But dude, that's the same thing as hotels. You can take that stuff off of hotels too.
Yeah, what do you mean? What hotels are you going to where they have
like soap in the thingy? Like
they don't have that. They usually give you a brand new one every time. I thought it's like everything comes new. It's like a murder scene when you're going into a hotel usually.
Oh, sometimes
everything comes in little plastic baggies.
Yeah.
To make you feel safe.
But they don't give you toothpaste. Isn't that weird? They hook you up with everything, but they decide not to give you the toothpaste.
They make you ask for everything now.
Yeah,
they used to be like you used to get like a little welcome basket on your way in, but now it's like you need a
some
razor.
Origami.
They're like you need a razor, and then like
towel.
they bring you a razor, and you're like, believe it or not, I need shaving cream too.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, you need shaving cream? We have that over here. And they just grab it
for $9.99. Yeah.
No, they just give it to you. Usually, it's like little bottles, the samples.
They do? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I feel
it'd be like a knockoff. It'd be like shaving foam that you have to lather with your hands.
Yeah. It's I can see that. My cousin just brought back all this like Indian cream and like Vaseline.
Love that, right?
And
Did you get
stuff.
some hair gel?
No, but dude, I brought you back hair gel once from India.
I do remember it. I used to have the bottle too. I might actually still have it somewhere lying around.
Dude, do you remember it looked like LA Looks?
Yeah, it was like a knockoff.
You wore
it had
LA
a
Looks.
Scent. It was scented.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
It had it was like a cologne almost.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but you wore LA Looks. I came over to your house and I
think
remember
I did.
you.
And then I switched actually to a point. My mom put me on some shit. It was called hairspray.
It's called hairspray, or the type you're talking hairspray instead of gel?
It was just hairspray.
Just regular hairspray.
Yeah, Max Hold.
Mousse?
No, it was a pink can by Suave. It was like her stuff. My mom would go nuts spraying it because my mom was like a Jersey girl. She would wear it hair up a little bit, so she would go nuts with the hairspray. And then meanwhile, like, it was like, my mom's like, I'm tired of buying this gel. Why don't you try this out, And then, like, what's wild is my grandmother even put me on something with the hairspray, too. I was getting ready for a communion one day, and my shirt was all wrinkly. She grabbed some hairspray and sprayed my shirt down, and all the wrinkles were gone.
Wait, but did she stretch them out, too, or just spray?
She sprayed it, and they were just gone.
No.
Yeah, it was like witchcraft, It'd
Have
probably
you used
drown
it
her back
since?
in the day if she had done that in front of like a group of people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, is she a witch?
Do you do that now still?
No, I don't do that stuff.
I'm looking
because
for
like
a
I don't
solution.
just keep hairspray around anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hairspray is a very like weird thing. Like you don't.
A lot of people are anti-hairspray. You know.
Yeah, well, dude, a lot of people are anti. Have you heard about this? Like,
hurt the ozone.
Not the ozone of your body.
Well, people were like, you know, well, they're like, we got animals under control. So like, what's next? The environment.
Yeah, but there's another layer now, Ryan. People are saying you can't wear like lotion or creams or anything that goes on your skin, shampoo.
Do you think that's associated? Those types of cares are associated to financial status? Because I noticed that, like, I did notice this, right? So, like, you have to have a certain amount of wealth to care for the environment.
Right.
What do you think about that? Like,
yeah, because at a certain point you
like,
have
you know
no
how
time
I noticed this?
to think
My
about
neighbor
that.
had a license plate bumper sticker that said "I Heart New Hampshire Lakes."
Mm-hmm.
New Hampshire Lakes, right? Like,
right.
Is that the Great Lakes?
I think
No,
so.
because the Great Lakes are in Michigan, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Great Lakes of Michigan. Now,
but they got to touch another country.
New Hampshire's like
off in
the corner, I thought,
state.
somewhere. But anyway, regardless, man, Chip Chantry would be pissed at us.
Dude, he yelled at me back in the day, and
dude,
I still
oh my
remember
God, that guy
it.
used to take popsicle sticks from me left and right, put me in timeout. 15 minutes of recess gone, left and right.
Dude, he called me out in
Probably
front of
took
the whole
over
class.
100 minutes of my recess.
Yeah, he like deliberately one day like called me out for like not paying attention. I was on my phone.
I actually remember this.
You do?
Of course I do. You just unlocked a little bit of a memory there. I remember him yelling at you. I think you almost cried. Did you tear up?
No, I didn't. I was very embarrassed, of course.
Right,
I was like, what is
You're
going on?
You're in fourth grade. It's all right if you teared up, buddy. You know?
No, I was pretty like in shock. I couldn't believe I just got like schooled.
Yeah, you know what?
Him.
We were all in shock too because you came to our school and had a phone. We were like, we were like,
I know. How did I have a phone?
Right?
Dude,
we're sitting here saying to ourselves, like, man, this kid's like our age and he's got a cell phone right now. It's like, man, I'm not gonna have a cell phone until I'm in 8th grade.
It was a Virgin Mobile.
I got one in 8th
phone.
grade. You had one in 4th. It was like it didn't make any sense. I'd be going home like, Mom, I need a phone.
Oh man, that was so embarrassing. He really like when I found out. You were one of the first people that told me that he was a he was a comic or like he had a life outside of teaching. You were like, yeah, my friend parties with them all the time. He's my neighbor. Like I saw him going out somewhere once, and I was like, what? It sounded so foreign. And then years later, we find out he's like a successful comedian.
Yeah,
you're like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty crazy. What do you think, Survivor 2022? Are you applying?
I apply every year, Misbah, you know?
Well, when's the window? Has it passed for 2022 or
I've entered the same video I made last year for Survivor.
What? You're sending the same video?
I thought it was good. I just think that they missed that one.
Are you serious? You got to take another shot.
Big Brother, I think, has already passed this year too. But
did you send the same video for that one too?
Yeah, I did.
What if
because it takes a while to really get locked in to make those types of videos.
What's the video? Is it a
it's just
physical?
It's like a 30-second video of me just like
talking
bang
about
bang 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 bang, you know? My mom died of cancer. You know, it's just,
yeah, you got to update that. I feel like you've got a couple that you could like
my
make
dog
fresh.
who's viral has also died.
I can't
they
pace
like
now.
And I love God. I do.
Yeah.
I'm very religious. You can ask my work about that.
They have it in writing.
Yes.
10 pages of writing.
Yes.
So, yeah, you can take it up with, what's the name of the company?
No.
Oh, man. What else? Any shows coming up? Anything we need to plug?
No, nothing really crazy that I'm thinking about. I mean, I'm opening for Bob Saget. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Heard it's going to be a full house.
I really want to watch that.
Seventh Heaven. You thought Bob Saget was on Seventh Heaven? We're not going to let that slide. Wait a minute.
I used to watch that.
I know. Wow, there's two things we have to analyze here. Misbah didn't know that Bob Saget was on Full House, or he confused the two. And Misbah has seen and watched Seventh Heaven.
Oh, you haven't? You didn't watch Seventh
What do you
Heaven?
mean? I haven't.
ABC Family?
No, my
Very popular
my sister
channel.
watched the show, but I mean, it was like one of those things. I'd be like trying to take the remote the whole time as she's watching it.
It was one of those shows that's like on.
Let me guess.
In your
Would you
house.
watch Gilmore Girls too?
No, but like Seventh Heaven was
Lorelai,
one.
you and Lorelai.
Seventh Heaven was one that like you got to watch the kids grow up. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, this.
I
Kid
don't know what you mean because I haven't seen the show.
Dude, it was.
I've seen glimpses of it, but man, that was
It's
that
just
show
like
was
Full
always so
House.
bizarre to me. It had a depressing monotone overhead to it. It was like, man, this is depressing. Like
There's a lot of drama. It's a
drama,
drama
yeah,
show.
it's a very drama show. I don't like drama-driven shows.
You don't,
Not really,
dude. You gotta watch.
unless it's real,
Yeah.
like Big Brother.
I mean,
it's
the story
not
of
real,
Seventh
but-
Heaven is real. I'm sure. You know.
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a reverend. It's the sneak peek into a life of like a reverend.
that's a problem right off the jump. He's a reverend with kids. Don't understand it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. That's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then maybe he's not a reverend. Is there a thing where you can marry and have kids if you're in the church?
I don't know. I haven't been to Reverend.
But there you go. Maybe that was the dilemma. That's the conflict, right? How does he have kids? He's got a great family, but you know the kids make trouble. Obviously.
Does he have 7 kids? Is that why it's 7th?
1, 2, 3. No, I don't think so. Actually,
I'm never gonna watch this show.
I think
ever.
Jessica Biel's in it.
She is.
Jessica
Man,
Biel's
dude,
in that show.
Jessica Biel is.
And Ashley Simpson.
I liked Jessica Biel when I was growing up. It was like Jessica Biel and Jessica Alba. I liked
She
it too.
disappeared for like a while.
They both became moms. They went on to have a life.
Well, no, Jessica Alba started doing like a cooking show and
Jessica
like, stuff
Alba
like that.
did this weird thing online where she would do staring contests with random fans all over the world.
Oh wait, I think I
It's pretty
heard
amazing.
about that.
Yeah,
because
like,
she actually is good at it, right?
Yeah, and she's like amazing at it.
How do you do that? I actually used to try that. It's very difficult.
I was in 5th grade when she was doing that. I remember that.
Wow, dude, I just saw The Sinner. I started watching that a little bit. It's a little confusing. I don't really know if I like it yet, but like she's in it. She's in the first season.
Interesting.
She has a very crazy
I'd
character.
watch Alias before I did that.
What's that? Alias?
So the guy who did Lost, J.J. Abrams, also worked on Alias, and it's got Jennifer Garner.
Bro, I am telling you, you need to watch Leftovers.
Oh.
Leftovers. The people who made Lost made that too.
Leftovers, man. Leftovers.
The people who made, trust me, man, I'm telling you.
What's it on?
What's it on? HBO.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Dude, give it 3 episodes.
The Leftovers.
Trust me on this. I think if you liked, we're musicians now.
We're back. He was talking about Leftovers, and you know,
And you committed to watching it.
I actually had to take him off of the set here and talk about how you know,
The Leftovers isn't giving us enough money,
it's
so
not
I
enough
can't
views,
plug
and
them.
it's just like, yo, man, you know, enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Sounds like my father.
No, your father, different. He'd be like, enough.
Dude, my dad, I told you, right? He drove to Chicago.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And he said he was going to drive back in the same day.
It's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. It's 12 hours. And he's an older man.
How old is he?
I mean, he's in it. He's 64.
Mm.
Yeah. So he's, you know, he shouldn't and he's got tinted windows on that car, too. It's one of those where you're like.
Taint.
Yeah.
The taint on their windows.
Yeah, I got that done. He wasn't so happy about that. Dude, do you remember those days? Were you ever into cars like that where you're like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get some
No,
rims?
I was never like that. There was never a time where I was like, I need to cosmetically enhance my car to make me look cooler. Because, like, it was just never a time.
I know. I was
more, it's just, I don't know. It just didn't even cross my mind. I said, I don't have enough money to drive a cool enough car. I said, and the only car that's in my sights is either a Tesla or a Rolls Royce. That's all I want.
Yeah, me too
Look,
now.
that's all I want. Look, I got a hat right here. Speaking of Rolls Royce, I want the Rolls Royce. Look at that. I wouldn't have to get the car detailed.
Your remote control
RRs
Tesla is
on
pretty awesome.
Yeah,
to
and I
be
got a remote
honest.
control Tesla. That thing is so fun and so cool.
That might like feed the itch of not having to get a real one for me.
Dude, I almost bought one
pretty
on
fast.
Apple Pay the other day by accident. You ever go on Tesla's website? It's pretty easy to buy a Tesla. Like, you can Apple Pay one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I almost hit the 2 buttons on the side of my phone and just bought one. Face ID was trying to get me. I was like, I never threw my face so fast out of the frame.
I would love if you get a Tesla. Whoever does first, we gotta let the other drive it.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be him.
I'm banking that it's Misbah because doctors usually get them.
It's definitely Ryan. Business is doing well. Logos are all over the house. He's making them. He's building them. He's selling them.
If I win that Toontown game, I'll buy a Tesla.
Actually,
I'd buy a Rolls Royce, 1960.
What?
Yeah.
So much maintenance.
They're like 49,000. But like, dude, you know how cool that would be?
The Tesla, man. I don't think you can beat that.
Where would I charge that?
Everywhere. They have the...
Oh, everywhere. Everywhere. I just pull up, plug it into a tree. Because, like, you know what? It's a Tesla.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's what your lights are
for. Like, what's that? Your Tesla's running low? Just drive it right into the ocean. Because you know what? That'll charge it. You can charge it anywhere, according to Misbah.
Yeah, it'll float when it's ready to come back
yeah,
up.
Right?
All right. I feel like we should end this before it dies.
That's the end of our episode.
All right. This has been a fun episode. Rate, review, subscribe wherever you're at, Apple Podcasts. And make sure Spotify, because they just released the review feature, so... support the show.
Yep, that'll do it. Good
Over
episode.
and out.
Come on, Mads. Climb the stairs.